Finding teammates not based on the credential, but based on their skills. A lot of times, like people would ape in on like the PhD research students because of their credentials or their internships or titles. But I would take the opposite route and I would look at people's projects on GitHub, see how active their commits were. That was actually a better method because these teammates would put in more effort and be more scrappy and have less of a limiting mindset. There's so many aspects to a hackathon, like the social aspect, the time frame aspect, the fact that there's very different themed prizes, how the tools that you're like given are varied. But in that way, you can sort of max out the aspects before building. You can put together a Google Doc, research the different sponsor tools, understand how they integrate with your different ideas, visualize how you would be developing the project. People think that the most theoretical ideas will win, but that's actually not the case. Most of these judges are actually non-technical. I keep the pitch very concise. I simply state the idea, what it does, and then focus the most on the demo. Mistakes I've made too is where people explain about the whole tech stack and think the judges will be impressed rather than having them interact with the project directly. Also, a big misconception is that when you divide your team, you can divide them into front end and back end. So the front end people keep on making the front end more beautiful. And then the back end people are like, oh, let's keep on building the back end. At the end, it never gets fully integrated. Within the first few hours, connect the front end and back end together, even if like in the most simple way at the earliest stage possible, and then iterate on that.